The ever-growing library of new releases for the Commodore 64 is drawing inspiration more and more from older games. We've seen an influx of new ports of arcade classics and conversions of games from other consoles, including the stunning versions of Sonic the Hedgehog and Super Mario Bros. And now Chris Stanley and the team at Megastyle have turned their attention to the 40-year-old Atari 2600 shooter The Empire Strikes Back. But is the force with this one? The Empire Strikes Back was originally released for the Atari 2600 back in 1982 by Parker Brothers. Notable for being regarded as the first ever licensed video game, it takes its cue from Williams' Defender. Presented as a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, you're in control of a lone snowspeeder, fending off Imperial forces heading towards your rebel base. In the original release, you have to defend against wave after wave of AT-AT's Imperial walkers, each requiring countless shots from your snowspeeder to take them down. The game continues until you either run out of lives or the walkers get to the end of the level and reach your base, destroying it in the process. Apart from your trusty lasers, you have a map at the bottom of the screen indicating where all of the walkers are, so you have an idea of how close they are to your base and what chance of survival you might just have. Despite never having an official port to the C64, only being released for the 2600 in Intellivision, this isn't the first time Commodore owners have been able to play The Empire Strikes Back. Well, in a fashion. Not long after the Atari original, Jeff Minter looked to the game for inspiration for his shooter Attack of the Mutant Camels. For the most part, the game was almost identical, just swapping out the lumbering AT-AT walkers with giant laser-spitting camels. But it's taken 40 years until we've actually received a proper conversion with this fan-made free release from Megastyle. Rather than just a straight port, this is an update for the C64, with new additions to the gameplay and a complete overhaul to the graphics and sound. Kicking off with a superb title screen and a great version of the Star Wars theme, it sets the tone perfectly for what lies ahead. After skipping this, the polished presentation continues with more great Star Wars music and brief instructions detailing some of the basic improvements that have been made to the game. As well as the AT-AT walkers, the game has now introduced several of the Star Wars vehicles into the fray. It starts off easily enough with the smaller AT-ST Scout walkers being your only adversaries. Take out all of those and a brief cutscene plays as you watch as a rebel transport escapes Hoth and flies off to safety. Things soon get tougher as not only do the AT-ATs make up their appearance, but later stages introduce Imperial probe droids as well. This extra variety in adversaries and new cutscenes are a welcome addition, as truthfully the game does get repetitive after a while. The Empire Strikes Back was never a complex deep game to begin with, so it was always going to be something you'd only play in short bursts. These new tweaks help give the gameplay a lot more diversity and do make it a far more enjoyable game than the original, but the shallow gameplay does still remain, although that's not the fault of the Megastyle team. The look and feel of the game has certainly been brought bang up to date though. There are some great animations on all the craft involved, from the huge AT-ATs as they stomp across the landscape to the graceful flight manoeuvres of your snowspeeder. Everything is nicely detailed as well, with damage reflected on every Imperial assault vehicle, giving you an indication of how close you might be to destroying each of them. Far better than the changing colours of the Atari original. There's no doubt that this has been lovingly crafted, showing a great deal of respect for the original and a passion for the whole Star Wars franchise. And being honest, I don't think any more could have been done to the game to enhance it without taking away the essence of what this game is and spoiling it, as has been the case with so many remakes in the past. So while this isn't going to go down in history as the best shoot 'em up to grace the C64, it's a superb update of a fondly remembered game. More importantly, it has the look and feel of a proper Star Wars game and does the franchise justice. It can be downloaded freely from itch.io and the link is in the description. If you do download the game, please let us know what you think of it in the comments, and remember to like the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click on the like button and leave us a comment below. Also, spare a moment to share this video on Twitter, Facebook, and all your social media pages. To get updates on all of our latest videos delivered straight to your inbox, subscribe now using the link on the screen.